Thank you. I appreciate that. What I was saying, folks, it's a real pleasure to have the opportunity to present this evening with Diamond Associate Wapmaster.
The pleasure
William, I
is mine, sir.
certainly love presenting with you, sir.
The pleasure is mine. I'm very excited to be here again today.
A real pleasure. And folks, listen, I know that we also have Facebook Live. If you happen to be here on Facebook Live, we want to thank you for joining us here. If you happen to be joining us through our Zoom session, actually, welcome. We certainly appreciate you. And these videos are also recorded, and you can find them on the crowndiamondglobalimpact.com, which is pointing to our YouTube channel with all the past recordings. You may have some recordings that you might have preferred based on the speakers and etc. that you may relate to. If you happen to be part of Kenya, Ghana, Nigeria, and different parts of West and East Africa, even South Africa, North America, just let us know here as we are starting to present. So folks, we want to welcome you and thank you again for joining us. We really appreciate you. And really the goal here today is to share a short presentation that will give you an overview of Max International, an opportunity that you can really utilize to improve your life and especially the quality of your finances. And this is something that's very important to keep in mind. And Max is actually an international US-based company that started in 2007, and we're currently in 20 countries around the world. Very soon we'll be 21 with the North American market in Mexico. And folks, we're a group of professionals coming from different backgrounds, united by a common mission. And our mission-based business model is really combined with an amazing patent product, combined with a great income opportunity that can really make a significant change into your lives and the lives of everyone you love. And folks, it's really interesting because Tammy and I just came back from a session with multi-millionaire networkers that are coming from different parts of the world. And it's amazing, folks, what we have to offer. Max International is very unique when it comes to the quality of products and the opportunity that's offered to all of you here this evening.
You know, guys, so you can have a mission that can be powerful, okay? That the mission can be powerful if it's all about you, but if you want your mission to be very powerful, it has to extend to others. That is why most of us are here with Max International, myself, Chris, and many more people, and the person that invited you to see this presentation also, because the mission of Max International is to empower many people to build a legacy of significant change in their lives and then in the life of other people. So it's not just about us, but about the life of other people too, extending the significance of our purpose to the life of other people. And that is why some of us are here, because our mission resonates with the mission of Max International.
I totally agree, William. And see, when you think about a legacy of significant change, it really starts with you. And often we forget about us, about the fact that you matter. And we are so consumed with problems and society issues and everything else. But what are the changes that you would want to see into your life? And think about this as we are sharing this evening. Maybe you're looking for better finances. Maybe you're looking for that dream home that you always wanted. Maybe you want to go into a beautiful vacation, you know, like the Maldives or places like that, right? Spending more time with the family. As you know, sometimes we're so consumed by trying to keeping up with the finances and the inflation and everything else that all we think about is how much we get, how can we get more and everything else. But you know what? You want to have more time with the family if money was not an issue. Maybe some of the things that you're thinking about. So the fact is, what are those significant changes that you want? Because Max International really has the opportunity to offer this to you, as we have impacted people from all over the world.
So one of the major branches that we have, you know, is about health. Now, you all agree with me that if you are watching this presentation, you agree with me that two global concerns that we have now is money and health, right? So let's talk about the health first. Health is very important. If you are watching this, you are not on an island. You know what is happening in the world. You watch the news, you go out to your workplace, you know that there's high level of stress, you know, economies are crashing, inflation here and there. These things affect our health, because many people think about it. It affects people's mental health. It causes a high level of stress. People overthink, all these things are part of it. Now, World Health Organization is saying that, okay, 2 top causes of death worldwide, globally. The first one is heart disease, and the second one is stroke. Then many of the diseases that you can mention, diabetes, hypertension, all those other ones too, are some of the leading causes of non-infectious disease, disease killing in human beings. All right, you agree with me that health is very important. In the beginning, we mentioned that you need to live a life of significance so that you can extend this significance to other people. If you are not healthy, you can't live this life, right? You can't live this life of significance, even for yourself, before you extend this significance to other people. So health is very, very important. And that is the first part of our presentation. And that's why we are hammering on this today.
Actually brilliant. And see, as a matter of fact, to continue on Wapmaster's comments here, is your overall health depends on the health of your individual cells. If your cells are healthy, your body is healthy. It's really that simple.
All right, awesome. So, most of us watching this presentation have seen or have done some basic science. You know about cells, right? You know that cells, they are the building blocks of our body. The cells make tissues, making the systems, the organs, and then to make the organism, right? Now, these cells are very important. These cells need something to survive. What they need is what? Glutathione. Just like we need air and oxygen and water, the cells need glutathione to survive, apart from other things that they need. They need this. They need it. The cells are saying they need it, right? Now, what is this glutathione? It is food. It is produced in the cell, by the cell, for the cell. So everything has to be done inside the cell. So we recommend that this glutathione is not an external thing that you are going to take inside your body so that you have more of it, right? It has to be cooked in your cell, right? Just get it. We are not having a glutathione supplement. We said that our body needs it. Our cells need it. They need to cook it inside the cell, by the cell, for the cell, to be used by the cell. Now let's go to the next slide where you learn more about this glutathione.
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, you kind of touched on it, is what is glutathione. And by the way, folks, if you happen to have your hand up for questions, we're obviously not going to stop the presentation to answer questions, because it's a flow that we are presenting. If you have any comments or questions, please feel free to put it into the chat. And in real time, as I'm watching your comments, same thing if you happen to be on Facebook Live, I will pay attention to your comments and I will address it in real time as we are presenting. So just sort of mentioning that. So at the end of the day, what is, and I know you touched on it, is what is glutathione?
All right, so to talk more about this glutathione, as I said, it is made inside your cell, by your cell, for your cell. So this is, it's produced naturally inside every cell in your body. All the systems in your body has cells: your eye, your hair, your nail, your skin, every part of it. And this glutathione is made naturally inside the cell. Now, this glutathione is your body's natural defense against the toxins, the pollutions, and a lot more bad things that are coming up, unless you live in a bubble. All right, even if you live in a bubble, some way, somehow, there'll be some fumes, some toxins somewhere that can come and harm you. Now, the job of this glutathione is they act as the natural defense against toxins, against pollution, and a lot of other things. Right, so if you have more or optimum level of this glutathione, your cells can stay healthy, your cells will be fit, they will be able to defend you, they'll be able to strengthen your immune system. If you don't have optimum level of it, guess what will happen? Your cells will not be able to stay healthy. And we know that if our cells are not healthy, our bodies cannot be healthy.
That is an understatement. In fact, when we have optimal level of glutathione, we have so many benefits. And just to name a few, is your immune system is stronger. For example, some people may have a cold and may really struggle. Other people may have a cold, but they're going through it like, day by day, no big deal, because the immune system is strong, because it reduces the inflammation in the body. And if the body has low inflammation, it is in a better state to heal whatever it is that you're facing. It helps slow down the aging process. I know that Tammy and I are thriving and trying to stay fit, and we train every day. And, as we age, we can't avoid the fact that our body often gets very sore. And because we are using these wonderful products, we recover so quickly. You find, in fact, you get better energy, better sleep, reduce stress, better mental focus and clarity. It also improves performance, whether it is mental or physical, which is very important. We get better stamina and recovery. I noticed that myself, being a 56-year-old man. So we perform better when it is the gym, the classroom, the boardroom, and even the bedroom, as many have talked about. So very, very important benefits.
All right, so I know by now, Chris and I have been able to inform you that this glutathione is important, right? Now watch on your screen here on the lower left corner, you see a graph there. This is a graph that is not from Max, it's not from our company, this is from World Health Organization. Now, WHO is saying that if you look at this graph, after the age of 20, all the way to 30, 40, you see that your glutathione levels start going down. Okay, your glutathione level, this glutathione that is already produced in your system, that is good, that is helping you, all the nice things about glutathione that Chris said, the level starts going down. So this is alarming. You see, it goes down. Now there's a black line over here too. This is oxidative stress, all the toxins and the things that the glutathione is taking care of, clearing them. Since the level of glutathione is going down, the level of these, the effects of the pollution, the stress, all these things, it's called oxidative stress. It's causing harm to your body. That level too starts rising. So when they collide around the age 40, 50, that's the time that many people start experiencing age-related diseases. Now, scientifically, it has been proved by research that every decade, you lose about 10 to 15% of your glutathione level, whether you like it or not. It happens. It is happening. Many people are going through it. That is why you see people get to age 50 and above, they start experiencing age-related diseases. And I just mentioned them, diabetes, hypertension. Think of any disease at all. It is one way or the other related to glutathione. Now, this is important. You need to understand that it is important that we maintain this glutathione. How do we do that? Let's get to the next slide to see some other things that reduces the glutathione level.
Absolutely. And I know that Galaxy J4, which I know this is probably your phone model, how do we, how does the glutathione defend the body? Well, this is what we're sharing with you over here, is that reduces inflammation. As you reduce inflammation, the body's in a state to heal a lot quicker. So that's kind of the short version to the answer. And you can always go back and record and listen to this recording or see other past presentation. And one of the things, folks, is that when you add the stress and poor diets, sometimes we don't always eat the right foods, too much sugar, too much grease, too much saturated fat, and so forth. It creates this issue, the toxins that are in our environment, illness, alcohol, and other issues causes glutathione levels to go down even faster. And remember what we said is that if you have optimal level of glutathione, your cells are healthy. If you don't have enough glutathiones, your cells are not healthy. And if your cells are not healthy, unfortunately, your body cannot remain healthy. And folks, this is a very, very big problem in our society today. That's why some people can deal with viruses and go through it like nothing, and others have a very hard time. It has a lot to do with the strength of their immune system.
That's very true. All of us have been young before, but none of us have seen the oldest version of ourselves before. It is research that over 74 medical conditions that you can mention, just name them. If you start listing, I can bet on it that if you start listing 1 to 50 medical conditions, more than 90% of them will be linked to glutathione deficiency. This is very important. You might say, oh, you are eating good fruit, you are eating well, you are taking care of yourself. It's all that is important. Yeah, all that is important. But mind you, naturally, this glutathione level will go down. So you need to help your body to cook it again, to cook more of it. You need to help your cells to prepare their own glutathione inside your cell. That is very important. You can be eating well, can be doing everything well. Yes, most of us are doing that. Yeah, you need to have a way that your body will be able to have the ingredient to produce naturally more glutathione inside your cell. And how did that happen?
Absolutely brilliant. As a matter of fact, we've heard how important glutathione is. So why don't we just get more of it? And that's always been the biggest challenge. You know, if you take glutathione in the form of a pill or a capsules, unfortunately, it gets destroyed through the digestive tract. So the fact is, another thing that you can consider is intravenous, right? IV, injecting glutathione molecule into the bloodstream, which has some purpose. It's expensive. It's inconvenient because you got to set an appointment to the doctors, wait for your appointment. And at the same time, it is also it's short-lived because the cells is designed to live inside, the glutathione molecule is designed to live inside the cells. And when you inject it, these molecules are roaming outside the cell. It still will provide some sense of relief and benefits, but not remotely as close as when you take our precursors that will have the elements to get inside the cells to produce its own glutathione and trains the body to produce its own glutathione. So this is a very important question that we just answered over here. So what's really interesting with Max International, and we'll talk about the opportunity in a minute here, but what we provide is a major solution to a very, very, very common problem.
All right, so this is the solution, okay? As Chris talked about some big English there, precursors and all that. You don't need to get yourself confused. The summary of a thing is that we know glutathione is good. We know it has to be produced in our system by our cell to be used by our cell, right? But how do we get it to the cell? That is where the solution came, right? Now, this is a special nutrient called ribosine. It is a breakthrough in scientific discovery. Now, this is a nutrient compound that is clinically proven to increase the natural level of glutathione when you take it inside your body. Now, this ribosine that we are talking about, ribosine, it is a compound. It's D-ribose and then L-cysteine. There are two things here. The cysteine segments and of the ribosine, okay, the cysteine is the amino acid that is necessary for your body to produce the glutathione, and then the ribose side, it's also used to produce energy. Now, this is a brilliant technology. It didn't just come anyhow, didn't just drop from the sky. Yeah, it might have been an idea from God, but it came through a man. And that is, it became a gift to Max International. Now, this ribose segment produce the amino acid, and it's for it protects the amino acid. The ribose is like a shell. It protects the amino acid so that once you take the ribosine, the cysteine is inside and around the ribose, and when it enters your cell, it will be able to be used by it. It will not be destroyed in the digestive tract as Chris spoke about. If you want to take the glutathione inside. So you don't need the glutathione itself as a pill to take. You need the ingredients that your body will need to produce the glutathione. For example, if you want to prepare stew, you have all the other ingredients. You need tomato, but the tomato is not in your house. What do you need? You need someone to bring tomato to your house, but there's a security at your gate that doesn't want tomato. They like tomato. So whenever someone brings tomato, the security will eat the tomato, right? This is just an analogy. Now, what do? You have to package the tomato in a can or something so that when it gets to the security, they will see that, oh, it's not tomato, it is covered. Then it will pass the security. And when it gets here, you make good use of the tomato inside the package, and then you can use the package also for energy production. That is a brilliant technology. All right, this is brilliant. I know if you're watching me right now and you have seen this, the analogy makes sense to you now. So you know what we have is very, very special. Now, how did we get this? Let's go to the next slide.
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, here's the creator. The ribosine, which is the precursor, I know that's a big word, which is the ingredient that was created by Dr. Herb T. Nagasawa. He's an amazing man, over 45 years of professorship, who spent 25 years of his life in the scientific research of this compound called ribosine. He has over 43 peer-reviewed studies and more to come. Ribosine, listen to this, is the most advanced glutathione support available in the world, which is over 300% more effective than the next best alternative in raising glutathione within the organ cells. And here's the kicker. We own the next best alternative, which is called Max GXL. And we'll see on the next slide when you see the product, which stands for maximum glutathione accelerator, which instead of ribosine, it's called N-acetylcysteine. Short version is NAC, N-A-C, right? And the ribosine is 300% more effective. This is the Bentley, the upgrade, the hybrid version of increasing glutathione production by consuming our Celgivity and the Max 1. So ribosine, folks, is truly a scientific breakthrough that solves a real problem in the world today. And because it is only available through Max International, you, the associate, you have an exclusivity to share this knowledge to anybody you know. Folks, this is very, very important. And I know we're dealing with some challenging economy, but we'll show you how you can get these products for free, or even at least get a serious discount on your products by the commission earned by telling others about it. It's a very, very powerful model.
All right, so in just a few minutes, we will share with you a line of products that we have. But this ribosine today is the key cornerstone, all right? It's the keystone of the ingredients that we have here in Max International products. So if you can see here on display on the screen here, we have a line of products that have this ribosine and other special nutrients too in it, so that we can send this to the rest of the world. We are not selfish. Max International doesn't want to just keep this product to privileged people. They have opened for other people to also have access to it. Now, these products have been certified by all the boards in the countries that Max International is officially open, but globally it has been endorsed by the Banned Substance Control Group. It has been certified that it doesn't have any dopings, so athletes can also take it and they will not fail their doping test. Now, the halal group for the Muslims can also take it. The halal has also certified it. Now, all the countries that Max International has opened, Food and Drugs Administration or Food and Drugs Board, whatever certification, everything has been certified. So whichever country that you are in, just know that our product are safe for consumption in over 20 countries, certified. It has been approved. It is safe for consumption in any part of the world, but it has been certified in over 20 countries. Now, we'll take you through some of our products.
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, the very first one here is our flagship. So we talked a lot about ribosine. See, Celgivity is the most advanced formula. It contains 12 supporting ingredients over and above the ribosine, which is the main ingredients. You take 2 capsules in the morning and 2 capsules in the afternoon or the evening, depending on your habits. What's very important is that you take plenty of water as you consume this product, and you'll find better mental focus, as we stated earlier, better sleep, reduce aches and pains. This is something that I found very often that is the case. And for some with health challenges, sometimes the results can be life-changing. And I know that for a fact. If you're healthy and want to remain healthy, folks, take the Celgivity. Do not procrastinate. Start with that one. If you're aging and want to stay youthful, like me here, right, take Celgivity, and it will work in your favor to slow down the decay and the aging process. If you had some health challenges and you are in a recovery, take the Celgivity. It will speed up the recovery process. If you're struggling with your health and running out of option, take the Celgivity. And what I love about this venture with Max International is it's not just for the famous and rich. It is for everybody who's willing to share this information with others, which Max will compensate you, which in turn, as you get compensated, it goes against the cost of the product or can be completely paid in full depending on the commission that you might be receiving. But it's important to note that our products are supplements. They are taking alongside your regular medication, and it does not treat or cure or prevent any disease. As we stated, it gets a better environment in your body for the body to heal. And what's going to happen here as you're taking this, it's very important that you're mindful that it may take a bit of time before you get some results, right? Especially if you're brand new, depending on the age group that you're in. For example, if you're super healthy, it's not always obvious, but a lot is happening inside that you may not be aware of. If you happen to be someone who's unhealthy, you may see some results very quickly, because the difference between unhealthy and trying to get back into a middle kind of comfortable health situation, you may see some very quick result. If you're someone that's super healthy And you may find that, when you train and you do things, you get this tiredness and situation that may occur. You will find that your recovery is a lot faster. You can train faster. You can train further. It's amazing. So commit for at least 90 days in consuming this product, because you got to give your body a chance to really get a full assessment by taking these wonderful ingredients and adjust to them. Absolutely amazing. I know that you will absolutely love the results.
Awesome. So like Chris said, Cellgivity is taken daily, right? 2 morning, 2 evening, but we have max ATP. This is like a ribosine fuel. Just the same way when you use your phone, you have to charge your phone, right? When you are tired every day, you sleep and you recharge, right? There's a fast charger. This is the max ATP ribosine fuel.
Brilliant.
This is like a fast charger to your phone. If you want to perform any exercise, you want to perform well in the classroom, mental workouts, you want to exercise yourself, you want to sweat in the classroom, bedroom, boardroom, and all the rooms, whatever activity that you want to do, you need max ATP. This will help you to recover quickly. It will help you it will give you mental clarity, to give you more energy to perform the tasks that you want to do. It will not give you a spike and a crash, just like some energy drinks do. It doesn't have a high amount of caffeine and sugar like some of the energy drinks do. Those of you who are exposed to energy drinks, you know what I'm talking about. You take the energy drink, just a sip, it will give you a high. You feel like Rambo, go and do something outside. And when you are done, you come back, it will give you a crash. You have to have headaches, all those things. That is not like it. This is a performance drink. It is not even an energy drink. It's a performance drink. Once you take it, it will help you, give you the energy you require to do whatever activity you want to do, whether you want to focus in a classroom. Most of the times, if I have a very long and busy day and I have to drive long distance back home and I am tired, I just take ATP and that is all. It just gives me the focus, the mental clarity, the energy to drive back home. If you want to perform in the bedroom, if you want to perform in the classroom, or if you want to go to the gym, I take it as my pre-workout and it gives me the energy to recover. Even if I have, before you take max ATP and you work out, you will not be able to recover quickly, right? But this one, ATP helps you to recover quickly, just like a fast charger to your phone. It charges it faster, so that you can perform other tasks and do it all over again. Ladies and gentlemen, max ATP comes in a powder sachet. You can mix it in a half glass of water. You take it 10 to 15 minutes before the activity that you want to do, whether it is a mental workout, physical workout, whatever it is that you want to do, all right? I can take it to under my tongue if you want it to work in 2 minutes or 5 minutes. Sublingual, you can pour the ATP under your tongue if you want to do some activity that you want to do it right now. That is exactly what I am talking about. Max ATP can be taken as and when you want it.
Absolutely brilliant. And I love this product. Now, this one we're talking about is the Max Infuse, which is designed to restore your body's nutrients with the Max Infuse. It contains important direct and indirect antioxidant. It supplies important vitamin and nutrients that are missing in our basic food today. It supports enhanced glutathione function. You can take the Cellgivity, as a matter of fact, in conjunction with the Infuse, which is often what my wife and I do. We take the ATP in the morning with our Cellgivity. In the afternoon, we take the second batch of the Max Cellgivity in the morning with the ATP. In the afternoon, we take also our Cellgivity with the Max Infuse. Brilliant combination. We feel so comfortable, so amazing using these wonderful products. So the Max Infuse comes in 2 sachets. There's format for 30 servings for a month or 15 servings for half a month. Again, depending on your budget and what it is that you can choose. Depending on which country you live in, there's different options available for different packages.
Awesome. Now we have, by now, I know that some of you, as you are listening, health, you know that as a health company, we need to be very conscious of people's weight, because World Health Organization is saying that over 2 billion people need to manage their weight. Now, this number increased after the COVID-19 pandemic. So from 2020 all the way to 2022, this number has gone to 2.5 billion people need to manage their weight. As a health company, we need to work on this too. That is why we have this wonderful product called MetaSwitch. What it does is it is science-based, okay? This is not just random product. It's science-based weight management. It helps you to manage your weight in parts that you want to lose it, not just every part of your body that needs to lose the weight. It is MetaSwitch because it helps you to switch on your metabolism. You know, just to give you another analogy here, you know, two cars, one is V8 and one is 3 plugs, maybe a Land Cruiser and a small car that is 1.0 engine, or a Picanto, to be precise, okay? They are both in a traffic. They are not moving, they are just parked in traffic, and then the engine is on. What is happening is that the V8 engine or the Land Cruiser is burning more fuel, even though it is parked, and the Picanto is burning less fuel, also parked. That is exactly what's happening. A similar thing is two ladies living in a room. They are eating the same food, same thing, doing the same activity, but one person is getting heavier, the other is not, because of something called metabolism. One is burning more energy than the other. So what this product helps you is it switches on your metabolism so that the food you eat do not end up accumulating as fat in your body. You burn it more without increasing your heart rate. All right, there is a brilliant technology. This product was made by scientists and doctors, so it is very, very safe for consumption. And once you start using it, you will see results in a month, 2 months, 3 months. We have so many people with a lot of results that are jaw-dropping. All right, so all our products are great. You can take them and then you are going to see benefits.
Absolutely brilliant. And the last product we want to talk about here today before we shift into the option aspect is the Max 357. These are omega blends of oil. It is an excellent product for the skin, the heart, the brain, the eyes. It also supports a healthy breakdown of fat and cholesterol in your body. This is a really, really, really good product. And one of the things I really, really enjoy is the omega-7, which is not something that is heavily available everywhere. This comes from the pollock fish, which is extracted in the Norwegian waters. This is in the Atlantic North side, which is considered some of the cleanest water in the world. It is owned by a family, and they can extract the oil within 6 hours of extraction from the water. So we're dealing with some very, very high graded ingredients. This is what you have in your hands. Top-notch, top-of-the-line products that often only the elite financial people can access this kind of stuff. But through Max International, people like me and you and everyone can access this and make it available to anyone who choose to want to consume them, and even get compensated for telling others about it. I know I've repeated it a few times, but that's what makes our opportunity very special. Oh, well, Master, we can't hear you.
So as you see, all these wonderful products that we have, these products, we have thousands of testimonies, all right? More than hundreds of thousands. Some are videos, some are audio, some are text, some are pictures, all from longevity, the weight loss, the energy. We have people's homes being transformed because of the Max ATP and the longevity combination. We have people that have gone on life journey because of the MetaSwitch weight management system. We have jaw-dropping testimonies. If you can find some on WhatsApp, on audio, Telegram, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, wherever it is, whoever invited you to see this, the person can show you thousands of testimonies. But what I believe will help you more is for you to use it on yourself or someone that you love, who you think will need this product. And I believe that God will use you to transform that person's life. If you are like me and you didn't come to see this presentation because of amazing products, you came because of money. Hello, we are here to talk about the money, to how to earn good income with this amazing opportunity. I joined Max International more than 7 years ago because at the point in my life, I felt like I was a disappointment to my family. You know, you go to school, you throw your hat, people are happy for you, they expect you to get a job, and then you come and take the family out of poverty, right? That was the same thing for me, but I got slapped in my face with disappointment when I got my first paycheck. I realized that this is not enough. This is not going to help me take my family out of poverty. I cannot even take myself out of poverty with that income. I needed to look elsewhere. So I started looking for extra sources of income. I did all sorts of activities, repairing things and all sorts of things. Still, my friend invited me to see the opportunity. It took me 6 to 7 hours to see the presentation. I traveled by bus. You are fortunate to see this maybe on YouTube or Zoom. You need to be grateful to have seen this in just few seconds, or be at the comfort of your home to be seeing it. When I saw the presentation, it blew my mind. And this is exactly what we are going to show you today. That is why I'm always excited when I'm given the opportunity to share my experience with you. And I'm super excited more when I have the chance to present it, this opportunity side by side with my mentor, Gingras, who has been coming to Africa for more than 80 years now to help us grow this business here, and you are privileged to hear from them. So Chris will be talking about the income opportunity with me through the next 10 minutes, and I hope that you will be excited about this part too.
Absolutely brilliant. I love your passion and your analogy. Wapmaster, you are a brilliant, brilliant young man. It's a real pleasure to work with you. And you know, folks, we know that health and income are two of the basic requirements for creating a life of significance and making an impact in the world. We know that. And what we're talking about here is a product that has made an impact around the world. Now, what we want to do is shift the conversation, as Wap shared a little bit, in reference to the income potential that you have in your hands. Now, the information that we're going to share with you will be mentioned in US dollars, because we have different countries from different parts of the world that are listening in to this presentation today, or maybe listening to the YouTube or the Facebook Live presentation as they're coming to listen at the timing. So the point here is we will be sharing US dollars, but keep in mind that every single market that we're open into has their own currency, the price list, everything is designed based on the market where you live in.
Awesome. So, you know, you agree with me that times have changed, okay? A lot of people have woken to the fact that an extra income opportunity is important in these times. You can't live on just one source of income, because something can happen. You need an additional stream so that when one pipe is burst, another pipe will be working. That is why most of us, even though most of us rely on the Ghana Water Company to supply water to our homes, we still have a poly tank, we still have a well, we still have something so that we can get additional water when something happens. That is exactly what I am talking about. Let's say you have a job, comfortable job, you're excited about your job. I know most of us are too. You need an extra source of income so that the day, you don't pray for a rainy day, but when it rains, you know that you have a roof over your head. And that is why this income opportunity is very important. One of the things that we learned from the COVID-19 pandemic is that jobs can be lost. All right, job losses are just like a pandemic too. Okay, so you need to be safe, you need to have additional sources of income, and that is why we are showing this opportunity. So see this as an additional source of income. If you have 3 other jobs, that's fine. See this as a part-time business or a full-time business that you want to generate to, or an additional income source. Right? Maybe you're earning $10,000, $5,000, $100 from your job. See this as an extra way that you can transform your life and a lot more people's life with it. So just have an open mind for the next session.
Absolutely. See, if you take a look at the companies listed here, what do they all have in common? Uber, Facebook, Bolt, Airbnb, Alibaba, Expedia. And we can talk about, well, you know, so many others, but these are the ones we're using right now. What do they all have in common? They all make use of the internet, and they are connecting people through products and services. That's a simple form. And folks, that is the way of the future.
Yes, exactly. So just like Chris said, you see all these companies, right? They are connecting people together. They make use of the internet and networking. So recently, many people are excited about an opportunity to earn extra income if they don't get too much involved, in the sense that people like to have businesses that can earn them income when they just post someone's product on their WhatsApp status, and then somebody else wants it. Then they connect the two parties. When the transaction happens, their friend pays them. All right, that's exactly what we are doing. This is not too many science. Max International is not about too much science. All right, it is the same simple things that most of us are already doing. So this is, you don't have to understand all the things that we talked about. The same way, it's a plug and play economy. We are using this internet and the networking to connect two parties together so that transactions can happen and you can be rewarded. This time you will be rewarded forever so far as these transactions keep happening. And Chris will tell more about that.
Absolutely. So we are living in a plug-and-play economy, as Watt was saying earlier. See, successful businesses now create value by taking products and services and connecting them to people who needs them. And it's usually using some kind of a technology. It's a kind of a platform. For example, let's take Uber. We all know, right? Uber connects drivers who needs passengers and passengers who needs rides. Their platform that allows you to plug in and get great value. They didn't create the two parties, but they have developed a massive business connecting them. I remember when I started traveling in West Africa, in different parts of the world, in the Philippines, I use the same app. It's called Uber, and I just get a ride for where I want to go. It's a no-brainer. This company has made billions, big B, of dollars by providing a service through a piece of technology that's in the palm of your hand. Alibaba created a platform to connect sellers and buyers. Expedia connected travelers to hotels and flights, and Amazon.com, or .ca or whatever. You can buy anything just with a button, which they grew 10 times through the pandemic. So what's happening is that these are companies that are taking advantage of the future, and Max International is perfectly positioned to take advantage of these powerful trends.
Exactly. So as I was describing about the way now many people are excited about promoting people's products, that's exactly what we do here. So see yourself as the plug, okay? You know, and you heard about this beautiful Max International product and how the product can change people's lives. All you do is connect Max International to someone that can benefit the product. That is all. And Max International will what? Pay you. So Max International will distribute the product through you, the loyal customer, and Max International's partners. So by this, the company will create a pool or an opportunity for the customers and the plug, you, the opportunity to earn extra income whilst you are enjoying the benefit of the products. You see, the money that is used in the transaction can be used for advertisement. That is actually what some other traditional companies do. They spend billions of dollars. Samsung spends about $10.5 billion every year to advertise and market their newest Galaxy, right? What if Max International decided to spend that money to advertise too? It will not be paid to you and I. It will not be paid to millions of associates. So Max International decided not to use a traditional form of advertisement. They would rather pay it to people who recommend the product to their friends and their family members. This is the power of word of mouth. This is the power of internet. This is the power of networking. Connecting people to the product. That's exactly what Facebook and the other products also did. All right, that is exactly what we are talking about.
Which brings us to this point. You see this slide? This is your business center. This is you in red. And they have these bodies here represented by these white little bonhommes there with a little black tie. Beautiful, right? It's a representation of your social environment. And that person talk to their social environment about these products, about this wonderful opportunity, and they're all connected through an ID that is given to you when you become an associate, and they're all tied together. Every single penny that goes on into their business will be reflected upon you. And that person over here that I'm just circling can also become an associate. Just like you will turn red and you will have their own social environment. And this goes on to infinity. And when this happens, it creates purchases that gets converted into commissionable volume. And this commissionable volume is going to be converted into the money based on the currency where you live in. So if you're Ghana, it'll be in Ghana cedis. If you're in Canada or United States, it'll be in US dollars. If you're in the Philippines, it'll be in Philippine pesos. If you're in Kenya, it'll be in shilling, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So the fact here is Max has a seamless business opportunity that you can actually walk into their offices, get signed up, get trained, get all the information you need, and just build an international business from your home apartment or your house. It's a brilliant way of doing business.
Awesome. And then by doing this, okay, you'll be able to build a business globally. Can earn unlimited income. There's one part of the income that we call team commission. You can earn up to $40,000. The good part of our business is that there are no territory restrictions, and the number of people that you can invite or build a business is unlimited. There are no restrictions on the number. so you can build the business globally. The other thing too, there's a way that you can earn commissions, okay? How we earn commission is once a month, just once a month. All of us that want to get paid through the business are required to purchase product to use ourselves or to sell it and get our money back. This is called the 100 points auto ship. 100 points. That is all that we do. So for example, let me use another analogy. Okay, I see you guys like the analogy. Let's say, okay, you went to eat at a restaurant. The food is really good. You love that joint. It's nice. So what you do is you tell a friend if the food is good. Now the friend goes to buy the food the next day and they ask who sent you. They say Wapmaster. And then they pay you because you referred someone there, right? Thousands of people buy anywhere in the world. They are buying that kind of food from that particular restaurant and the company is paying you. Why? Because that particular month you've bought from them and that you also refer to them. The only contract you have with the company is that once a month you buy food there. That is the only contract, not once a week, not once a day, just once a month. And the food you buy is at a discount, and then you can sell that food to get your money back plus profit. That's the same way we do here at Max International. You're not required to buy a lot of product, just 100 points. These 100 points are just less than 2 products. Less than 2 products. When you buy them, you can use them for yourself to get the energy, the health, because you cannot be preaching good news and look like nightmare, can you? So you need to look good, feel good, so that you can talk to people about the good news or the good things that you are using, so that when they buy it in any part of the world and as Max International serves them, you'll be rewarded. That's the only contract we do here.
Absolutely.
I hope this analogy makes sense to you. And then you have 8 ways of earning great income, so many other ways that because of this presentation, we'll talk about just a few of them. Chris will talk about that.
Absolutely. In fact, and this is based on the analogy to kind of piggyback on what Wapmaster was sharing earlier with the restaurant purchase. You have to go one a month, eat there. Well, this is what it is. You need to purchase your product on a monthly basis. It generates 100 CV. That's commissionable volume. It would be about $100, right? And then you connect potential customers and partners to do the same. Some will purchase different packages. Some will order may order a lot. Some will order just the bare minimum. It compounds, and it's the compounding effect that creates a massive income potential.
Hi, Chris. Yeah, I think you're the best person to talk about this slide. I give you that. Salute, sir.
Sure. At the end of the day, here's what it is. See, we talked about you where you can earn up to $40,000 a moment ago. Okay. Now, here's a situation. Every time you introduce someone into your team, they have the exact same opportunity that you do. Anywhere from the beginning, $0 to $40,000 a month. Remember, I'm talking US dollars over here. Now, this could be you, but if you bring someone into your team, this will be compounding, because what happens, whatever income that your associate gets, it will go from a senior associate anywhere from up to $200. When you reach a $200, this is a core rank. We call it bronze. That's what we get people to reach. And you get anywhere between $200 to $500 US. We know this is a good income, regardless of where you are in the world, and this will grow. Now, if you sponsor someone that has done this, any of these levels, you are entitled to earn up to 50% royalties. So if you sponsor 2 people, then you get paid on 2. If you sponsored 150 people, you get paid 150 people. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's based on your work ethics. So the key is to build teams. And as you saw that little body in red, and then you have the social environment around him, it depends on how much of that you have that will generate these different team members that will also earn the same opportunity as you do. And you can earn up to 50% of all of that. That will compound over and above the income that you also can earn individually here by having a team. So it is absolutely massive. And for that, we obviously need very important support.
All right, I told you that Chris is the best person to talk about that slide. All right, so we get great support here at Max International. So much trainings happening every single day. Some are happening online, some physically in all our offices. Currently, we have 7 offices in Ghana, 1 office in Kenya, 1 office in Ivory Coast, 3 offices in 3 states in Nigeria, Abuja, Port Harcourt, and Lagos. And then in so many other countries, about 18 plus countries plus Cameroon that we recently opened. So many countries, all right? And then for online, we have almost 1,000 WhatsApp groups whichever team not you join, whatever it is, information is sent and you get there. I know someone else invited you to see this video. The person might not be connected to me or Chris, but this is the support that we are talking about. Trainings, offices, free presentations. You don't need to understand everything before you can invite your friend. You just use a few steps. We have team boards that Chris and his team has beautifully designed to make the business very, very easy and simple for you. Things that you need at your fingertips to be able to grow your business from senior associate, bronze, silver, all the way to crown diamond. They have the blueprint and they have given us the steps in these forms so that we can grow with it. You have an online resource center too and a business center. You have your own Max International back office that you can use to grow your business, track your earnings, expand your team globally. So this is not just any small business. This is a big time business. This is a big business that can help you earn millions of dollars in generational income that you can leave as a legacy to your unborn generation. So this is not something small, guys.
Absolutely agree, Wap. And, there's other benefits, right? Join a network of professionals. There's people like Wapmaster and myself and others that are spending our own resources to get some very expensive courses that has a lot of knowledge that is embedded into our presentations and into our trainings, into our conference calls and all the things that we do. Very important that you keep in mind that this is part of the package. Access to business mentor, incentive trips. We have incentive trips when you get, when you reach the silver and then you reach the gold and then you reach the platinum and diamonds and above. It's amazing, the beautiful quality trips that we have with Max International. So Wap, how do we get started?
Oh, Chris, can you go back?
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, I should have told you. So I know by now many of us are watching this presentation. We want to get started. Yes, true. Maybe you are thinking you need about $1,000 because to start a business that you get all these incentives, all these amazing rewards, all this support, the kind of training and the free resources. You need huge capital to start, because starting the traditional, just assume that you want to start any business. You need to register, you need to ship products, you need to do this and that, pay taxes. You need to do a lot. And most businesses do not survive 2 years. About 90% of businesses also collapse after 5 years. 90% of the business that survived though, after 2 years, they still collapse. So 10% of the businesses are able to survive in their 10 years run. Max International survived past that to 2 decades. Ladies and gentlemen, now how do you start this business? You don't need so much money. You don't need $1,000 to start. You don't need $2,000. You don't need $5,000. You can start with as little as $100 all the way to $1,000, depending on where you are and how much product you need. Now, let me give you another analogy, okay? I came with analogies today. I'm sorry.
I love your analogies. It's all good, please.
So let's say we all have 1 acre of land to plant maize, okay? I have 2 seeds. Chris has 10 seeds. Who do you think will make good use of the plot of the acre of land? Chris obviously will be able to plant more seeds. I will be able to plant 2 seeds, but that doesn't determine my success. It can determine my success if that is the only thing I do. And Chris can also make good use of the seeds that he has, right? Some of these seeds can die and he can make good use of the remaining seeds. What I mean is that you can start a business with $100, you get a few products, $150, you get a few more products. You can start with $1,000. If you know more people that will make good use of our product, people that can benefit from our product, then you come in big, you get more big business, so that the product that you send out there to people will bring you more referrals and your business will grow bigger much faster. But then if you don't have that resource as a now, the earlier the better. You start with the 2 seeds that you have, start planting your maize as quickly as possible and you run with it, and you can also be successful. How big you come in doesn't determine your long-term success, but what you do when you come is what is important.
I can testify to that for a fact. I've seen people come in with a small amount that have reached the diamonds and above, and people that came with a big amount that did absolutely nothing. Absolutely correct. And folks, you see, your life today is a result of your decisions in the past. Don't let the past determine the future and even the present. See, your life tomorrow will be the results and decisions that you're going to make today. Tammy and I made a decision 15 years ago to drop whatever it is that we were doing that did not work for us. And we started with Max International. We were financially broken, in debt up to our eyeballs. And in North America, when you're in debt like that, with the cost of living, it is very, very difficult to breathe oxygen, if you know what I mean. Money ranks right with oxygen up there. And the fact is, we made the best decision in our lives. And not only our lives was impacted, but the lives of countless thousands of others that we've been able to impact through their stories and ability. And I know things are not easy sometimes, especially today with inflation and economy, but don't let this take you down, because I assure you that life is cyclical. Things goes up and thing goes down, but it doesn't stay down forever. It goes back up again. And the people that stayed the course will be able to catch that wave when it goes back up. Stay the course, keep sharing, because I'm telling you that we have an amazing solution that can change significant lives around the world.
All right, guys. So if you're watching us, we are wrapping up now. I want you to just blink. Just blink if you're watching me. Just take one blink and imagine that you open your eye to a beautiful world. Imagine you open your eye to a financially free future, sound future, where money is not a problem, where bad health is not a problem, because that is what we talked about here. We talked about good health and financially sound future. Imagine that all these things are happening, because that is what you deserve. You don't deserve to be stressed in this life. You don't deserve for the sun to hit your skin, for it to burn. You deserve a good future. You deserve a stress-free life. You deserve to take 2 vacations twice a year, 6 months, twice a year. You deserve to have free things. You deserve to travel around the world and see brighter things. You deserve to see great things that the Lord has made for you. You deserve to see people laugh. You deserve to see people smile. You deserve to touch people's heart with the good health. You deserve to touch people's lives with the financial resources that you have. You deserve this. Imagine that all the great things that you want to do are happening. What do you need for these things to happen? You might need good health. You might need some money. You might need some great income. Some of us need just $1 million and our lives will be transformed. Some of us need $1,000 right now. Our lives will be transformed. What do you need? Just imagine. Have that imagination. Just think about it. I don't want you to watch my feed. Just imagine it. You can close your eye and imagine all the nice things that can happen. That your family is happy, your parents are happy, your parents are in good health, you are in good health, your wife and kids, your friends and family, they are happy. You are not owing anyone. You don't have debts. You don't have student loans to pay. Everything is sound, financially sound. You have great mental health. Things that you want to buy, you just go to the shop and you pick them. You don't watch the price and you get brokenhearted. You don't watch the prices and drop the item. Just imagine a life without all this stress, a life that you can just walk around, see people that you need to help and just put your hand in your pocket and help them. Just imagine that life. I am here to tell you that it is possible. If only you believe. If you believe, you go receive, it will happen. And this can be a way, this can be an opportunity. Max International Business can be a vehicle to take you to that dream destination. It has helped me. I started telling you my business, my life story. I was almost a disappointment to my family. I was disowned for almost 3 months. My family didn't know what my life was about. After I've gone to school, I've had a job, and the salary was just a disappointment. And I decided to do this business. Many more people's lives have been transformed because I stayed here and I decided to do it. And I love the way the product made my family feel. My grandmom, my siblings, my parents, these jaw-dropping testimonies gave me a fulfillment and it made me stay in the business. The other fulfillment was also to see people that I was able to hand them the same opportunity that I had. They started earning small, $100, $200. Some of them are earning $10,000. You can be part of such an opportunity, and you can also have the same opportunity handed to millions of people. Don't let this pass by. Don't let it be one of those things, because a time will come you look back with so much regret, knowing that 22nd of September 2022, you had this opportunity handed to you. Someone sent you this video around this date. You saw it, but you didn't decide. You see the income that Chris talks about, from bronze all the way to crown diamond. It will continue to be figures to you till you decide to do something about them. What do you have to do about it? You know, your bank account balance, 31st of December last year. What was it? Was it a full-blown telephone number, or it was a short PIN code? What was it? And how do you want that bank balance to be? 31st of this year. Do you want to go to church and pray to God for another opportunity, or you want to go to church and thank God for the opportunity that came to you this year? Because God is no longer in the manna business, throwing dollar fall on you. God is not throwing it. God is blessing people through opportunities like this Max International opportunity that your friend has told you about. Don't let it pass by, because that is how your generations can be transformed. With this good health, this breakthrough science, you deserve a financially sound future. You deserve a healthy life. We can't wait to work with you. When you fall down in the business, we'll grab you by the hand and run with you. I didn't know anything when I saw this opportunity. I didn't even understand the volume, the points, the product. All I understood was that I was broke. I needed to change my life. I needed to make difference in my family. That I understood. You don't need to understand the science and all. You don't need to be a lawyer before you go to law school, right? You don't need to be Max before you join Max. You don't need to understand it. Just join. And I guarantee you that it will not be like a university that after 4 years, you will get a certificate that doesn't guarantee a job. Your 4 years spent here at Max International will be a huge blessing. You will learn a lot. I didn't know how to talk in public. I'm an introvert. I didn't know how to present, let alone doing a video call. All right, guys, I didn't know how to dress well. I got all this information through trainings, mentorship, and the social capital, ideas, upliftment. Your belief will be built because you are part of our community. Don't miss this chance, guys. We can't wait to work with you. God bless you so much. Get back to the person who invited you to see this presentation. And I know that a year from now, you might be the person that is called a crown diamond, a diamond, or a double diamond here at Max International. And we will all celebrate your accomplishment. God bless you. And bye for now.
Wapmaster, you are an incredible speaker. It was an honor. I'm humbled by your power, and I really appreciate how you've grown. So everybody, I hope you enjoyed this presentation segment. It'll be recorded, it'll be posted if you want to listen to it again. And I absolutely love the ending of this presentation with the word of inspiration from Wapmaster. So everybody, I hope that you're going to make a decision, and remember that not making a decision is making a decision. Move forward, and let's get to work, and let's start creating our wealth and our health together. Everybody, have yourself a wonderful rest of your day or rest of the weekend until next Thursday. Bye for now.